Okay, should be live. Yeah, so I haven't really done any live streams. Well, I did the one with my friend Sigma a few days ago, but I've been gone for a while. Just a lot of stuff in my life has been happening. And last time I did this, I saw that there was nobody in chat because my chat was glitched or something. So people came and they commented and they spoke in chat. I didn't see it until the video was posted because my chat box was completely blank and I didn't think anything of it. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I clicked something. But I'm sorry to everyone who watched and thought I was ignoring them. I didn't know anyone was in chat. I thought that, because even by then I'd been gone for a couple weeks, and I've always heard of, if you take a vacation from streaming, you'll probably lose your audience. But, so that's just what I thought. So I thought no one was in chat. He mentioned something about, me ignoring someone. I didn't know what he was talking about. I thought he was talking about how I haven't talked to them since the last stream or something. I thought I didn't know what he was talking about. Sigma, I mean. He said that in our last stream, and I didn't know what he was talking about. But I apologize for that. But YouTube must have done something, must have glitched or something. I looked on Reddit, and I saw other people mentioning that there were problems around that time where they couldn't see the chat or something. Well, I just was rubbing my eye. Washed my hands, of course. But yeah. But anyway, I've been away for a while. I've just been down in the dumps. A lot of stuff's been going on. I brought up how my oldest cat wasn't doing too well in one of my streams a couple weeks ago, and he just finally he got so bad that we had to put him down. And it's been really hard on me because he was 18 years old, and he meant a lot to me. He was a great cat. And so that's just why I haven't been really streaming. I haven't really been in the mood, but I just realized, I need to do stuff to take my mind off of things. That's what my friend was telling me when, my friend Sigma, that's what he was telling me when we did that last stream. But it is... well, what it is, I suppose. It's life. It's a part of life. We have to move on. And it's just not only that, but if that wasn't bad enough, just other things were happening. My second oldest cat had to have a big dental operation, and then after we brought him back, then my youngest cat got fleas, and that started stressing my other cat out, and it was just a lot of stuff going on. But I'm ready to stream more of Mario is Missing done right. I still don't see anyone in chat. It still says there's only one person. So I don't know if I really have lost my audience now. But I do see the chat box. So I will just say, if you are watching now and you are commenting, I am sorry, I just don't see it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if my U-block... I probably should start disabling that while I'm streaming. That might have done something, because I remember it was breaking YouTube in another way for me recently, that I used that to block the ads. I don't know, I need to work all this out if it's still not working right. But anyway, I'm ready to stream more of Mario is Missing done right. I've been wanting to play it. I've been thinking about playing more hacks and other stuff lately. One of the reasons I wanted to do this in the first place is because years ago, I watched SSOH PKC playing Mario ROM hacks, and that made me want to do Let's Plays of those back then. And I attempted to do some Let's Play style stuff years ago. I deleted all of them because they were pretty bad. So, but in these day and age, I was like, oh, well, I still want to do this. That's something I still want to do, and streaming's a thing, and I don't really have much of a life. I don't really have any social life. So I figured live streaming things that I like would be a good thing to do. And so I started doing this. And then just like a few days ago, after a 4 or 5 year hiatus, SSOH PKC comes back, and now he's streaming Mario hacks again. It's like, oh, well, I guess I don't need to be doing this anymore, but I want to do this. It's fun. It's not like filling a void or anything. Obviously, I I'm just a guy doing this on my own, just wanting to have a good time. Maybe, socialize a bit with chat, and, I don't expect to be any big-time YouTuber. I don't know if it's really even possible to become one now if you don't already have a big foothold in, YouTube, because it's hard for the little people to move up and do things now, and it keeps progressively getting harder as time goes on, and, in a way, that's kind of an allegory for life itself, the way life is going, the way the world's going, so. But enough of all that. I just want to play a damn fine ROM hack, and that is what I intend on doing, and I'm going to switch over to that now, and I thank everyone for watching. Only says I've got one viewer right now. It's probably just a bot or something. I don't know. But if any of my viewers end up watching this, I thank you. And I don't know if you'll see this. You'll have to watch the upload, but to see this even, so we'll see. I'm sorry for being a bit scatterbrained right now. I probably left out a lot of context for things I said. Things are kind of hard, but that's why I want to do this. I want to take my mind off of it. I want to have fun. And hopefully, people who were chatting last time will see this and they will realize that I wasn't ignoring them, because I would not ignore people. I try to do the right thing as much as I can, and I appreciate the few people that do watch. That really does mean a lot to me, because like I said, I don't really have a social life. And anyway, I have went on long enough. I am switching over, and yeah, so here we go. I've actually got, hold on. Okay, make sure everything is working. I've got it, there we go. I see it on the, okay, good. Oh, one like, alright, yeah, someone is watching. That's good, that's awesome. I'll see you in chat. See participants. Just me. In chat, I guess. I don't know how that works. I'm still very green. I'm greener than Luigi on this. Okay, it seems to all be good. Also another reason I haven't really been doing this is, like, the past couple of weeks. Wow, 62. Am I really? Where was I? What world is this now? Okay, yeah, I did this. This is World 5. But anyway, yeah, part of the reason I haven't been doing this, my internet connection's been terrible. I actually have to stream over Wi-Fi. It's just the way, everything's set up. There's nothing I can really do about it at the moment. And in the best conditions, I have about 6 megabits per second upload speed, which is just barely enough to really do a decent 480p stream. In the last few days, I was lucky to have a single megabit per second. It was usually like 0.90, 0.50. Sometimes it wouldn't even register on speed test. It was so slow. But these past few days, it's been a lot better. And so, I'm looking forward to being able to do more streams, but sometimes I just won't be able to. One day I'd like to get a better setup to be able to do it more consistently, more regularly, but at the moment, this is really all I can do. Let's see. So yeah, I was struggling to figure out this secret last time. I had to look it up. I'll just run it through real quick. See if it started. Yeah, it should start me back at the beginning, and it did. Yeah, but basically... Hold on. Basically, the trick to this, you just have to get all the ace coins. And then that golden pipe that I was confused about. Then you can go in it. I think, really... I mean, it makes sense. But I guess I just was missing it because I kept starting from the checkpoint. Can't remember which pipe I go in now. There's an ace coin in one of these. But just for posterity, I will. Oh, I didn't think I was going to make... I didn't make that. But basically, for posterity, I just want to show it off real quick. Just so I can say that I've done it all. Even though I've played this level... I've played this level enough times on the last stream I did of it. a couple weeks ago. You know what? I'm gonna cut out the middleman. Go straight for the source and get... Well, I guess this is the middleman. Okay, get this, you know... thinking about EGAD, thinking about, you know, maybe you should give him Flood or a Poltergust or something. But obviously, I don't know if that's ever even really been done in a Super Mario World ROM hack. Okay, not going there yet. But I do remember a bunch of old fan games made with, like, Game Maker and, like, Games Factory Multimedia Fusion that tried to incorporate that in a 2D way. Those are fond memories. Very fond memories. I mean, hardly any of those were of any real quality. I mean, in the overall scheme of things. Just, you know, due to just Game Maker and Multimedia Fusion being really difficult to make a smooth Mario platformer. But I've got a lot of memories. I messed around much back in the day. And I have a lot of nostalgia for just browsing sites, playing so many fan games. And I attempted to make some. They all got canceled. They weren't ever any good. Although there was this one game that was just its own thing that I was wanting to make. I was going to call, like, Parrot Island or something. I've lost all the assets and everything to it. I never really got anywhere. But it's a concept I've always wanted to revisit. I've always wanted to do game development stuff. Just like with everything in life, I've just never gotten around to it, but I need to really do something about that, don't I? Maybe one day, one of these days. Because, like... Man, my nose is so stuffy. Always is. So I apologize if I do just sometimes sound really stuffy like that or something. But yeah, I mean, like 10 years ago, like I've said, I'm pretty sure I've said it on stream, I've dabbled in Super Mario World ROM hacking. Here's this, and now... Oh wait, was that a sound? Huh. I didn't notice that. I think that basically is supposed to be what notifies you, but that's how you get that secret exit. I mean... I can't remember if I actually beat this or not. I think I just unlocked it, because I was just wanting to see. Yeah, that's not a very blinding shade of blue, like how the red and green ones were very blinding. This is very... Might have already done this. I can't remember. It's been a while. But, whatever. This reminds me a lot, just layout-wise. There was an area like this, I think it was in Pumpkin Zone. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but there's something in Super Mario Land 2 where you had to use, well, the rabbit power-up to navigate downward, to hover downward. There's also something like that in Super Mario 2 USA. That's another game I should probably stream. So many other ROM hacks, so many things I played back in the day I'd like to... Yeah, okay, so... It does get destroyed. And I'll try to get all of these other levels in the world complete too before I move on to the next one. Because like I said, I want to at least do as close to 100% as I can. And I'm wondering, I know in Super Mario Advance 4, with the e-reader stuff, I'm pretty sure there were charging chucks in that. So I'm wondering if... I don't really remember enough about them to know if they really changed their sprites much. But I'm wondering if that's where these sprites are based off of. And that did. I'm sorry, I was just listening to the music. Whoa! I don't know, I wasn't paying any attention to what I was doing and I kicked that shell right into me. Alright, get this. I was just listening to the music, it seemed a little off to me. And I realized that that instrument there is just from Super Mario World. They didn't carry the sample from Yoshi's Island like they did for some of the other ones here. Pretty sure they did. I know there were some versions of the custom music that just use all of Super Mario World's stock samples. And some that used the sample features from the ad music programs and stuff. But again, that's been a very long time. It's been 10 years. That was the thing I was going to talk about. Yeah, like 10 years ago, I was working on some ROM hacks for Super Mario World. And I just never really got around to finishing them. I didn't really get very far. I just got to the point where I was like, well, I don't know if I'll ever do this. I don't know if I'm capable of this. That's just what always happens to me. Anyway, this level's done. It's just what always happens to me, and I never really am able to accomplish the things that I want. But I need to just stop doubting myself, I guess, and just get off my butt and do the things I want. Life's too short to just let it pass you by and not do the things you really want. Unless it's like a super high-end dream, in which case, you know, sometimes that stuff's a little hard to accomplish. Oh, whoa, what in the world? That's an interesting take on the Porcupose from Super Mario Bros. 2 USA. And more Kirby music. That seems to almost be the theme of this world. But I mean, then again, it's only been 2 levels out of... I knew those were gonna fall. This is really weird. They make the bullet bill shooting sound. Were they blue in Super Mario All-Stars? I can't remember. Waste a little time here going to the, 'cause that seems almost like a deliberate jab at Sonic the Hedgehog. Can't really remember what Egad sounds like. I remember being like a high-pitched kind of voice, something like that. Okay, I'm not gonna waste time going in twice. Oh, of course, I wasn't even looking at the episode, of course! The thing I'm curious about is, again, if they were blue in All-Stars. I know they were black in the NES version, of course. But yeah, I hate that hedgehog. Robotic from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, that was bad. Collision. Okay, this is kind of clunky because the collision detection on them, the hitboxes are a bit bigger than what they should be. Oh yeah, I forgot that Yoshi is in green blocks now. Well, that Koopa's dead. Yeah, I guess really the trick to beating this level easily is by using Yoshi to eat the Porcupose. Try to get all the ace coins. I don't think it really matters. I haven't looked up a whole lot. I just had to look up that exit. Oh! Bye-bye, Yoshi. Oh! There we go. Now I'm big again. Okay, get the fire flower. I haven't really been checking many of these pipes, have I? Not that... Okay, good. They're not invulnerable when they're super massive. Ooh. Some of these pipes look a bit suspicious, but you really never can tell. Now, that was weird. I guess I must have hit it the very frame it popped out. Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, I guess when you've got the fire flower, those enemies... I wonder... It would be a lot harder without, like, any power-ups, of course. And I was just thinking... Ew. I wonder... Holy crap. Now that was... I wonder if that's what... That was deliberate placement of a blue Koopa. But I wonder how many people do, like, power-upless runs of Mario games. And especially ROM hacks, because I would imagine that would get pretty hard pretty fast with ROM hacks. Okay, it looked like this would be one I could go in. And now I'm dead. And because I'm not skilled enough to dodge all those Porcupose, let me check everything again, because I'm still kind of upset about how the last stream. Okay, got 2 concurrent members. Participants still no. It says no participants, so I have checked. There's only 1 like. 2 viewers. Okay, just making sure everything is in order. I don't want anyone to comment without me being able to see it. And that could still be happening. It could still be happening, and I just wouldn't know it. So I am looking at the chat. Now, I should be able to beat this level. Yeah, I like this hack a lot. It's a really good hack. I didn't expect it to be so good. You know, really, it comes down to judging a book by its cover. I remember hearing about it years ago. And I just remember seeing the title screen. And the title screen, you know, to be fair, is a little wonky. Just the text, it doesn't have the drop shadow, and I think the letters could be a little bit smoother. But that's like the biggest nitpick that I could really give it, so that just like gave me a bad first impression. I thought, well, this can't have this much effort put into it, but you know, the actual contents of the hack itself. Oh, there goes the feather sliding away. The contents of the hack itself is very, very high quality. I really enjoy it. I actually was looking up the music. So as far as I know, most of the custom music in this is from other hacks and stuff, but I mean, it's still really put to good use. Oh, no, it's these Koopas from, I can't remember what they're called. Oh. Okay, I think I remember, Custom Hammer Brothers. Or Custom Brothers in general, I guess those are Bill Brothers. What is this music? Sounds familiar. I can't put my finger on it. I never really can. I might be completely mistaken, and I probably don't really recognize it. Oh, Bob-on Brothers. Holy crap. But yeah, I remember seeing that you could have, like, custom, brothers, I guess. Because, I mean, they're not really... Well, I guess, I don't know. I don't know what you would call them as a whole collectively. But anyway, you know, this hack is really good. Really well done. Now, how do I get in there? Oh, is it like Super Mario 3? Yes! See, there's a lot of things in these hacks that I didn't know were really done in Super Mario World hacks. And you know, like I said, the last time I really checked in on hacks was like 2010. So, for all I know, some of these things could be much newer, because I remember this hack was released in like 2016 or something. Now, them being blue throws me off a bit, because I remember in Super Mario 3, on the NES, there were like blue Boomerang Brothers in some areas. So it keeps making me think they're gonna be Boomerang Brothers when I see them blue like that. Gray ones. Oh, hey, everybody. I just showed you all pop in at once. I don't know if that was a coincidence, or if something's really lagging on my end, but hey, what's up, everyone? My last stream, people were commenting, and it didn't show anything. It wasn't updating. My live chat was blank. So I'm sorry for that, if anyone here was there when I did that. But yeah, I haven't streamed much lately. A lot of stuff's been happening. I said all this in my introduction, but it's just, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. And... Ooh. Oh, I picked that up! What? Whoa. This is getting weird. So, but I'm starting to feel better. I had to put my oldest cat down recently, and that's had me really down in the dumps. But I want to start doing some streams again. And I need to do stuff to keep my mind off of that. Just all the stresses of just the way things are going in the world and everything right now, so... Okay, now I beat this last time, so I could finally move on to World 6. And I remember being... yes. I love the color choice here, it's very nice. But yeah, I always appreciate my, Oh, more Kirby music. This is from Dreamland 3, isn't it? Yeah, it's very nice. But yeah, I would never ignore anyone in chat. So if I ever just never respond to anyone in chat, that is probably because I don't see it. But from now on, though, I just know... Whoa. I've never seen that before. Yoshi, like, stuck his tongue out as soon as I lost him. That was weird. I've never seen that. But yeah, I wasn't ignoring anyone. My chat was blank, so I'm sorry for that. I just know now, as with all the other technical difficulties I've encountered, I just need to look out for things beforehand. Oh, the camera wasn't scrolling. Yeah, I like the gradient effect. That's, something I remember from the days I was invested a bit in Super Mario World ROM hacking 10 years ago. I'm pretty sure this is Dreamland 3. I always liked this track a lot. Yeah, these Sumo Brothers. Yeah, there's a lot of them in this hack. There are a lot more, certainly, than there were in Super Mario World Vanilla. I thought this platform was gonna fall, but it's too long for that. I'm pretty sure the falling platforms are all objects. Now this... That's a falling platform. What? Huh? What in the world? Did that activate something? I can't remember, I didn't... Huh. Wait. How am I supposed to get up there? I'm curious now. Well, I'll beat the level, and if I see it has a secret exit, then maybe that block has something to do with it. Yeah, I always appreciate, you know, I never have a big participation in my streams. Okay, yeah, it was yellow, so I don't know. Maybe it was glitched. I don't know what that block was about, but oh, vegetable vaulting. It's just gonna be... It's music. I know I've heard it. I think it's also Kirby, isn't it? But yeah, I appreciate everyone for watching. It means a lot. You know, I've had a lot of nice, you know, positive, yeah, it's just definitely Kirby. I just can't remember what exactly. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Man, this camera's... You know, I understand it's this... I think it's the Super Mario World default camera that only really scrolls when you're a certain height. So it's a little weird. Oh. Just those... Every time I see those chucks and they're like all green and stuff, how do I get down there? Can I just walk? Yes. This one does have... Yes. I was just about to say, this one does have a secret exit. But where is it? You know, when I have the keys, it's usually not too hard to find them. You know, some of these secrets are kind of cryptic, and then you got a bunch that... Whoa, why am I not jumping that high? And some of them are just right next to the key. Sounds like it's raining outside. It looked like it was going to earlier. I like it when it's raining. It helps calm my nerves. Oh, that's an effect I've never seen in a ROM hack. Those scrolling foreground clouds. That's really nice. A lot of buzzsaws. Ooh. Oh, here's another. Oh yeah, it's definitely raining. Yeah, my youngest cat. She is terrified of rain. Anytime she smells the scent of rain in the distance, she just starts hiding in her corner, and she starts shivering, and she hides her head because she thinks if she can't see the rain can't see her, and it won't hurt her. She thinks the rain's gonna kill her. Goodness. This is a really nice level. But yeah, hello, Eva? Is that how you pronounce that? These, okay, if you look closely, they block all the way on the right of these platforms is actually mirrored. And it's one of those things that I saw years ago, and I can't unsee. I don't know why that. I guess it's to make it more obvious when it's closed, but it's a thing. This is another cool remix of Super Mario World theme. Leitmotif, as it were. Yeah, this whole level thematically, all of these buzzsaws, I've never seen them hopping like that. It kind of reminds me of that one level in Super Mario Galaxy 2 with all the buzzsaws and that country music. Can't remember what the name of the galaxy was, but I liked. Oh, see, Spanish. Oh, that's platform. That's a really cool gimmick. I took French class in high school. I don't really know how much about how things are pronounced in Spanish. I took French, and I took it because my dad, my whole life, always told me stories about how he was stationed in France when he joined the military back in, geez, I can't remember when. This was like, probably, maybe the 50s? I can't remember. But yeah, that always, whoa. Now this is definitely different. So yeah, I took French class in high school, and it was a lot of fun. A guy who usually joins a chat, Hyper Dream Virus, he was in my French class. And when I saw him pop up, I was very confused. I didn't know if that was him. And so, yeah, I asked him, and that was him. That's really cool, so. Thunderstruck Tower. So, thought these were going to be the Sparkies, or whatever they're called. Like these. I think the graphics are based off of them, but I think they're just fireballs that travel the ground. This background, is it custom? Oh, that note glitch happened again. I don't recognize it. I don't think it's... What?! I spin jumped on it! I'll have to go back to World 5, pick up a few capes. And there I go, dying again. Let me check. Stats. Oh, it seems to be pretty good, and I'm probably gonna die while checking. No. Everything's fine. I was fast enough. That was not a smart time to do that, though, at all. Ooh! Ooh. Okay, if I die at the beginning one more time, I'm gonna have to go back and get a couple of feathers. So what I don't know is if... Oh, that note. I guess I should stop commenting on that, because I think that's just a thing with the whole custom music. So I was looking into it, and I saw other people complaining about it. I don't know if it's ever been fixed. But yeah. There we go, finally a power-up. So I don't think I will have to go back and... I wonder why I keep seeing little puffs of smoke everywhere. I don't know what's going on. Oh. There's a lot of tricky jumps here. Level design is really nice, though. Here we go. Checkpoint. Oh, that did not sound right! All these little puffs of smoke are kind of distracting. Thought you could kill the thwomps by spinning at them. Okay, I did not even see that. And of course, yeah, I'm definitely... Wait for him to throw something. Has them in hand, they look like the Sparkies. Or the Sparks. Sparksters. I know Sparkster is a game by Konami. Sequel to Rocket Knight Adventures. But also, for some reason, a version was made for the Super Nintendo. What are in the blue ones? Okay, that has the feathers. So, okay, this level. Oh, I see what it works. You have to be in front of the door itself. Because it's like 2 doors. Oh, now they got the flying ones. The flying boom booms. And in that standing frame, Luigi's head's back a pixel too far. And I only know that because I played Super Mario 3 so much. Okay. Oh, I thought that was going to take me to that. Should I go back? I'll just go back for the regular exit here then. I want to see what the deal is then. There. Yeah, this level shouldn't be so hard. I'm not going to bother with the ace coins. I've got 9 lives. I really hope my microphone's not picking up that rain. It's getting pretty heavy, but my noise gate seems to be quite efficient right now. I actually have... What? I've never seen that. Never knew enemies. I don't know if that's a custom Koopa type, or if they can actually bounce on these. I've never known anything about that. Oh man, I didn't even see that little baseball. Well, I could have tested it there, but I bet it's a custom enemy type. Let me see. Oh, no, they can bounce on them. I wonder if it's a custom feature then. 'Cause I don't remember that in the original at all. Yeah, it has to be either a custom feature to these springs or the Koopas. Or maybe I just didn't play enough of the original. Oh, my cape's freaking out. Yeah, that was a easy level, so let's see where this path takes me. Oh. Just up there like that. That'll take me to the pipe. Wait. Huh, I'm really curious about that. I'm gonna beat this level. Bedlam. Don't know what that is. Oh. Alright. I know these Shy Guys were in the original. Not Shy Guys, Lakitus. What is wrong with me? Yeah, I remember. They were only in, like 1 or 2 levels, though. I'll get all of these, I guess. This. Okay, here we go. I'll get this. And lose it. Oh. Oh, man, how am I gonna do this? This. Ooh. This is... Okay. I can't make that. How do I make that then? Huh. I guess. And it's nothing! I thought that was for sure going to be like a secret pipe or something. Well, I did all that for nothing. Ooh. Hi, Spanish. It's like when people say, "Surely you can't be serious." It's like, don't call me Surely. Surely, not Surely. I ruined the whole joke. Oh, the scrolling on the... Oh, I thought that was in the foreground. Oh, it is storming now. Hope it doesn't cut my power out, because then it's bye-bye stream. I don't want that to happen. I want to at least go for an hour in total. So I've got a lot of stuff planned, but I haven't been streaming in a while, and I really wanted to... Is Kakyoin, is that JoJo reference? CEO of Kakyoin? Oh, so much crap on screen. Holy shit. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. Oh. I keep wanting to read that as Beldam from Thousand Year Door. I don't know what a Bedlam is. Sure, I've heard the word, but mine just drawing a blank. Which is, you know, a common occurrence with me, so. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. If I had a fire flower... Ooh. I wonder if there was a fire flower hut in one of the previous worlds and I just don't remember. It's not worth going through all that backtracking to find out, so... Let's try to... Well... Gotta stretch my legs out. On 1 second. 1 minute. Ah, there we go. Now. I guess it's a good thing it's storming because it's dramatically cooled off the temperature. I don't have an air conditioning in my room. Just have a little measly fan. But it's usually good enough, so. Ooh. Okay. All these. I used to have an air conditioner in my room. I used to have it in my window, but just suddenly one night, I was playing Mario Kart Wii, and then a rock come flying through my window. And that was garbage. Filed a police report and no one was ever found, so. Of course not, it's just, you know, always a bunch of gangs and stuff out at night. Always like that everywhere I live, but, you know, whatever. Oh, I didn't see it. Ready to disappear. Okay. Still got this, so it doesn't really... Oh, and I've got this. Okay, it's a good thing I used that then. Or else I wouldn't have any fire flower. Now... There has to be something under there, but there wasn't last time. There we go. Let's check. Oh! No! No! Oh, man. My dad's in the other room watching TV. Oh, I did it. Exactly. My dad's watching TV in the other room. He has to have his door open so that I can get some of his air conditioning. And there's this TV commercial with Dr. Evil from Austin Powers. I just heard that. That brings back memories. Ooh. Don't know how any of those movies would hold up. Yep. Unless this cloud. Okay. I guess I just can't go in that pipe, not wasting any more time. I remember when I was a kid, and those movies came out. A lot of other kids were always quoting it all, always quoting them, and always laughing at them, but, you know, I'd like to think that, you know, kids in, like, the first grade don't understand any of the references and any of the jokes in those movies. Ooh. So I certainly at that time hadn't watched like any Bond movies or any spy movies from the 60s or anything. Of course, now I've seen every single Bond movie. Except for the newest one, because it's not out yet. Because we're in the middle of a pandemic. It's like he's got no time to die, but, I mean, he certainly is taking his time. I wonder if that joke's been... how often that joke has been made. Okay, I pressed A, and it didn't jump. That scares me. This is going to be one of these things where I just keep dying. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much how it is! How's it going, Alfred? This year is just garbage, and it's gonna be garbage. Worst part of it is no James Bond. Even though the last one wasn't that good. Last few haven't been very good. I mean, there's always been a lot of bad Bond movies, so, I mean... It's like this year's cancelled, but we have to still live it. It's like if we could all just, like, cryogenically freeze ourselves until, like, 2021 or 22, then everything would be alright. Yeah, I didn't really watch any... I played GoldenEye. GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 was my very first introduction to anything James Bond. And I didn't know who James Bond was. I just remember my older sister was watching my older brother play it back when we got it, around the time it came out. And at the end of the dam level, when Bond bungee jumps, she was like, "Oh, James Bond just committed suicide." I thought that was the funniest thing. Austin Powers. Oh god, I still remember when I first learned about emulation and stuff, the very first site I went to was like a GeoCity site. The kid at school actually is the one who actually introduced me to all of this. It was like in 2001, it was like the 5th grade. But he introduced me to it. He told me like about Chrono Trigger and stuff, which is a game that's gone on to be one of my favorite games. But I remember one of the very first sites about emulation. I'm not going to use the R word, because I don't want Nintendo to sue me. But one of the first emulation sites about emulators and emulated things had a animated GIF of Austin Powers dancing, and it said, "Yeah, baby." And I'm not going to try to imitate Mike Myers and embarrass myself, but that brings me back. And then all the kids at school talking about Austin Powers. Okay, why can't you kill these fire chomps or snake chomps? I don't remember what they're called, but I don't know why you can't kill them with a shell. But yeah, we are kind of in the age of just everything old being new again. There's that Crash Bandicoot 4. There's these new remakes of Tony Hawk 1 and 2. And then all the Resident Evil remakes we've been getting. So it's kind of like everything old is new again. Yeah. For me... Ooh, no. Oh, no. I have to die. Oh. Yeah, the Nintendo 64 and GameCube era is very nostalgic for me. I remember I sprained my ankle in like 2003. That was around the time I bought Metroid Prime. And I just spent the entirety of the time just laying on a couch with crutches. in beating Metroid Prime, and that was a heck of an experience. Yeah, Skate 4. I don't know anything about that. Okay, so that does just wrap me back around here. Yeah, all I remember people talking about is the Tony Hawk 1 and 2. I don't know if they're remasters or full-on remakes. So I'm not too up and up with all the news going on, especially since it's a lot more difficult to keep track of them this time. This reminds me of Kremzik from Transformers Generation 1 cartoon. No one here's gonna get that reference. That's totally what these things look like. What are these things? I think it might have said in the title of the level, but I was reading chat, so I wasn't. I need a shell to get that. I don't remember much about, like, the skate games. Oh, yeah. I remember... Whoa! I never even really knew anything about Battle for Bikini Bottom until YouTubers started talking about it a couple of years ago. So what is this signifying to me? So I'm wondering if that was remastered just because of its, like, recent resurgence in popularity, or if it was always popular and I just wasn't aware of it. I have a feeling this was trying to guide me somewhere, and I completely blew it. Oh, of course these are impervious to fire anyway. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid. Okay, I was born in '90, so technically I was beyond the NES generation, even though, like, there were still NES games made in the early '90s. Some good ones, you know, Kirby's Adventure. But I liked it a lot. I've always had a really strong interest in, like, the history of gaming since I was a kid. I knew that was bad timing since I was a kid, and so I really liked having the original NES. But I had, you know, the mother who, you know, would throw out all the old stuff when you get older. So she threw out the NES, and we didn't have that many games for it, but she threw them all out, and that upset me back in the day. Oh no! Oh no! Game over! I wasn't paying any attention to my lives! Oh no! So yeah. I wonder if, like, almost every kid goes through that at one point in their lives. My brother also had a bunch of, like, old gaming magazines. He had Game Players, he had Game Pro. Didn't actually start getting Nintendo Power until the, like, mid-2000s. I've still got all of my old copies of Nintendo Power, of which I don't have a ton, but... And when I say old, I don't mean vintage 80s. That would be nice to own some of those. Ooh, there we go, Hammer Brother. Oh, yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day. I remember my mother didn't care about swearing or anything. She swore all the time herself, and she didn't care if any of us swore, cursed, any of that. So I had a friend who had Conker's Bad Fur Day. I wouldn't be surprised if he stole it, you know, at this point. So I don't know what this wants me to do here. I don't care. I'm just gonna beat the level first and foremost. But basically, for like $20, we got a loose copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day in like or whenever it came out. I guess it would be like 2000, 2001-ish. Ooh. Oh. And so we got that. We still have our loose copy of that. So it's like all of the things I've lost over the years that have a lot of value. I've still got that, and I don't even, like, play my actual N64 anymore, so it's just gathering dust in my closet. I would like to play all my old consoles, but I don't want to spend like $500 on hardware to make it look decent, just decent on a HD television through HDMI. Because just composite, it's almost unplayable because there's so much input lag, even with all the stuff disabled, just because of all the interlacing and all that stuff, and it's just so smeary. Come on, I'm gonna make this! Oh, almost made it, but I didn't. Oh, dying 3DS. I had a CRT, actually. I had a really nice one. It was a big Sony Trinitron. I think it was about, like, 32 inches. It was really nice, but it died on me. Just a couple of years ago. I've been using it up until just, like, 2017. And it just stopped turning on sometimes, and it got to the point where I had to keep pressing the power button just to turn it on. And so, yeah, that... Okay, how do I do that? And I don't have a whole lot of space, so, I mean, I'm fine with my current setup. I don't like having enough room in my room anyway right now, to be honest. So that's why I'm thankful for things like... I messed up again. I am so... It's hard for me to think and do this at the same time. But yeah, I'm happy with my setup. That's why I've got... I actually built this computer to run emulators and stuff, so it basically is replace my old consoles. You know, someday I'd like to, you know, move into a bigger house with more space and just have this big gaming room with nothing but games and have all my old consoles and stuff hooked up and maybe get, like, EverDrives for them all. That's something I've... So I do need to get a secret exit here. But I'm gonna have to go back and get a feather. Yeah, I do have actually have an EverDrive for my Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Because those are things that I really still like to have the original hardware around, because it's, like I've said many times all over the internet, it's such a unique experience playing on all the different Game Boy models that you don't really capture through emulation. So I just basically use EverDrives for that. It's very nice and convenient. Yeah, I've never actually had any Nintendo hardware die on me. Well, except... Well, like third-party stuff, I guess. Like third-party devices, but those are different. Those don't count. I actually had a Mad Catz GameCube controller that caused my GameCube to reboot at random times. I don't know what in the world that was about. I never figured that out. Oh, Red Game Boy Advance SP. I've never... All the old Game Boys and stuff have never failed me. I actually have a bunch of Game Boy Advance SPs. I have a couple of the backlit versions. I actually got them before they became a hot commodity. Okay, I don't know why you can't kill these. So these are basically just like reskin ninjas, but with different properties. Yeah, definitely. I remember I had it in the old days. It's crazy to call like 2005 and 6 the old days. But I just was selling it off or something. I think it was to get a PSP or something. But you know, the PSP was great. It was great. I did a lot of emulation on that too. So what do I do here? Let me try to figure this out. Oh, I guess I can just go down here. So I wonder if the key then... Yeah, I actually always wanted to get the Famicom version of the Micro. And there was a time where they were being sold for dirt cheap because nobody wanted them. this. What is up with this now? Oh, wait! What in the world is going on? Why? I was thinking of something. About this. Oh, of course that would be on the same screen. Where in the world is the key now? So, I was just complaining about them being too easy to find, and now... Yeah, I did actually have the NES. Game Boy Advance SP. And I actually recently bought an aftermarket shell for one of the ones that I've got now. I just haven't reshelled it yet, but that's something I definitely want to do. That brings back a lot of memories. I think I sold that to get my backlit SP. Oh yeah, the Mother 3 one. I forgot all about that one even existing. The Mother 3 Game Boy Micro. I never got any of the, like, mini gaming devices. I actually... Before I decided to build this computer that I've currently got, okay, now let me try to figure out where this key is. Before I built this computer, I saw, like, the NES Mini, and I'm like, okay, I'll just get a Raspberry Pi. I'll just do that. And, I don't know if this is really gonna help me. Probably should have stuck with the feather. So I just got a Raspberry Pi. And, okay, what is going on here? The collision's like, oh my god, I'm not... Not only that, but I think I reached the checkpoint, haven't I? I haven't paid enough attention here. Whatever, game over, I don't care. But I've never gotten any of the old, retro-style mini-consoles. I heard the PlayStation one was garbage of, like, all the games, just because of convenience for licensing and, like, distributing overseas, so they didn't have to make multiple versions with multiple sets of, ISOs and stuff. And it's just... yeah. Now, where in the world is that blasted key? How did I not see that? How did I not see that? Yeah. Actually, I think the PlayStation 1 just used the commercially available emulator. Okay, I tried jumping to the right. That was bad. I'm getting some feathers. I want to get my secret. I don't know anything about that Sega Genesis one, other than the fact that it's severely lacking in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I use in RetroArch for PlayStation. That's what the big core in that is, and that's so good, it's so awesome. You can upscale to any resolution, and there are features to, like, fix all the PlayStation texture, wobbling and all that stuff. Sega Genesis retro computer. Yeah, that's just another thing. Emulation has so many positive things. And not only that, but when I'm feeling really nostalgic, a lot of them have really nice features to capture that. Oh, like CRT filter in like all the really good NES emulators. It looks really close. It's really good. So, these things are really the bane of my existence at this point. The key's up here. The key's not the key, but the P-switch. The P-switch. So why? Maybe there's... Let me take this with me for a bit. I need to... Yeah, I remember the time, just a few years ago even. Let me see if this'll... So why don't these turn? Oh no! Oh no! I know where the key must be. Yeah, an N64 Mini, that would Sure, there are a lot of people who would like that. I keep hearing that it'd be really hard, though, just because it would have to be emulation-based. I did it again! I did it again! And N64 emulation's a bit demanding if you want it done right. Because we're getting there. We're getting there. We're finally getting good N64 emulation. And then back on Hyper Dream Virus's point about Saturn emulation, that reminds me... Okay, now, get this out of the way. There. Please, take me to the key. Take me to your leader. What? No key? Oh. What? Please don't tell me that's all that was. Oh, no. Okay, well... It's gotta be... Oh no, I don't have any more power-ups now. It has to have something to do with that. Ooh. That, P-switch, then. When those coins appear. But yeah, on the point I was trying to make before I kept getting interrupted by this Nvidia game. I thought that was... I don't know why I thought I could break that. Okay. There's this. But what? Maybe if I go over... No? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm gonna forget it for now. I'll have to look it up on my own. I'm not wasting any more time. But yeah, Saturn emulation used to be almost impossible, everyone considered. And Dreamcast emulation just a few years ago was really terrible, too. Now, I've been using that. I used that to play through Shenmue before the first one, anyway, before the HD collection and 3 came out. I still need to get those. Okay. I don't know if 3 is any good, though. I heard mixed reviews there. Come on, go! How do I guess I've just got to jump onto them before they get too far across the screen. Come on. I could use a power-up. There. I guess I just have to be a little more aggressive. I don't care about these blasted ace coins. Just go now. Go now. I thought the cloud was going to be right there. Yeah, I hear some people saying that Shenmue 3 is great because it's just like the old ones. I hear some people saying how it sucks because it's not modern enough. I hear some people... I hear so many things about why Shenmue 3 is either good or not great. I've also just heard some people complaining about how hardly anything plot-wise happened. I mean, there never really was a whole ton of plot progression in Shenmue, so I don't know about that. But I've heard... Why did I do that? My last life, I jumped right off. I jumped right off. Goodness gracious, how did I do that? Yeah, I also heard that Yu Suzuki was wanting to really make like a bunch of other games in the series to finish the story. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen now, though. Oh, please, come on! Oh. But I guess a lot of people looked at that. If that did happen, I'm pretty sure I remember that being a thing. I guess a lot of people are just burnt out on... Okay, this is legitimately hard. I think I need to get a feather if I want to be able to land on these with any precision. This is actually getting quite hard. Having an auto-scroller where there's no safe ground and you have to jump on moving enemies. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it is very challenging. Alright. I'm gonna do this and then grab one more. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of nice overworld tiles. I just never really paid actual attention to that ghost house. There's a lot of unique assets. Really like the way the map is on this hack. Certainly is the Parabeetle Pass, because that's all you're gonna be. That's the only way you're gonna be passing through here. Alright. It's a good thing Luigi's not slippery. I think I might have commented on that in a previous video, but now I realize it is. Oh no. It is a blessing that he's not, because this level would be practically impossible with slippery Luigi. There, goodness. Man, the cape should be mandatory. They should give you just the cape itself right at the beginning, because it is still hard even with it. There we go. Kill all. Oh no! It's too fast. Okay. Oh. Get these guys out of the way. Oh, now I get one. I couldn't imagine doing. I mean, I guess it's because I'm not used to the level layout. I don't know what to anticipate. So I mean, if I play this enough, like if I did when I was a kid, like as I would if I was a kid, I should say, maybe it would get a lot easier. Oh, there we go. Oh no, don't tell me I gotta make use of that. Please be the end. Yes. Okay, with the cape that was pretty easy. But without it, it's a bit too hard. So I don't know. I feel like you have to really be aggressive without the cape. You have to constantly be moving forward. And since you don't know what's going to be ahead, because you can't see ahead, I don't know. I don't think that was the best level. And I don't care at all about getting the ace coin. Wait for this. Oh, I like the color of the sky. I've never seen the Rocky Wrenches with like the blue, like hat things. Like they're like supposed to be like manhole cover kind of deals. I think. I always thought they were like gold or whatever. Oh, this is another remix of the castle theme. Is this from Mario Maker? I haven't played the Mario Maker games, but it seems kind of like something that would be in it. So I know it has airship stages in the world theme. Now this auto-scroller's too slow and easy. It's weird that the level before it is much harder. Oh! There we go, I knew that was going to launch a massive cannon at me. So, whatever, I mean, I already missed all the other ace coins. Yeah. I never really liked the auto-scrolling levels. They're just so slow. Why? It's the bullet bill launching into the wall. Okay. Now all that time spent, it's not really much shenanigans going on. Oh, yeah, I forgot there was a checkpoint. And this better not be too long of a level. Yeah, there's a glitch in Super Mario World. I forgot all about it until I just did it. But basically, if you're going in like a one block... Ooh. Oh, no. like a gap of just 1 block height, and you keep spin jumping, you'll get sucked into the ground, and it'll crush you. I was just trying to move so I could get to that ace coin, but I forgot all about that glitch. Oh man, oh. Yeah, it's that bullet bill placement. A little wonky. Okay. Just run and slide. There we go. Well, I mean, I guess it's normal for, like, all bullet bill launchers to launch from both sides. There we go, get this now. Who's the boss? It's just a boom boom. I guess it was just a halfway point, of course, because it has to be the actual castle for it to be one of the Koopa kids. Okay. That level was... nah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I guess, you know, back to the topic of, like, Shenmue and stuff. Just thinking about that. Oh. When I saw NIPP, I thought it was gonna be something else. This music. Oh, some more Kirby music. There's a lot of Kirby music in this. Oh, why didn't that work? You know, I kind of miss how it started out with all the cool Mario remixes. There's actually kind of a little bit too much Kirby music now. Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying, like, just for Mario, it just stands out a little bit. A lot of great Kirby music. Yeah, I guess you could say that. So, I mean, I guess thematically having Castlevania music sticks out way- come on! Sticks out way more, so... I don't know. It just feels like... it was all a bunch of other- ooh. Oh, no! It just felt... I just guess it's just a little off because it felt like... you had, like, a balance of different music earlier in the hack, and then now... there's just this huge influx of Kirby music. If it had been spread out a little more, it probably would have meshed a little better. But yeah, one of my favorite Kirby tracks is actually from Kirby 64, that factory theme. I think it's in the snow world. I forget what it's called, but I actually forgot all about that music until I recently heard it on a YouTube video a few months ago. I need to play that game again. I haven't played it in so many years. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Yeah, the Kirby games. There's a lot of great Kirby games, a lot of great Kirby music. I haven't played, like, any of them really past the Game Boy Advance days. Always wanted to play some of the others, some of the newer ones, but it's something I just haven't gotten around to. Yeah, my favorite's probably... well, there better not be a pit in here. My favorite's probably still Superstar. Just has a lot of variety and a lot of really good music. And it has a little bit of actual challenge, which in some Kirby games is just not there at all. I remember when Triple Deluxe... okay, can I get under here? Oh, yes, I can. I remember when Triple Deluxe came out. That was really when I was on my big 3DS, binge, I guess you would say. But I never really got around to playing it. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to play on my 3DS that I never got. I still haven't played Samus Returns. That's something I've been wanting to play. Because I'm a big Metroid fan. One of these days I'm gonna stream some Super Metroid randomizers. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I watched basically the only thing, the only amount that I've kept up with the newer Kirby games is through Ant Dude's videos on them. Oh, Red Magic Koopa. Oh yeah, the True Arena. I remember that. I think, I don't think that was in the original Superstar, but I know it was in the DS one. I played that one a lot, too. Ooh. I actually... Ooh, my younger sister. She never really played a whole lot of Kirby. I think the only one she ever really played was, 64. And, like last year, we played through, we played through Superstar, and she died so much, and she kept saying, no one ever told me that Kirby was Dark Souls. There we go, this awesome remix. So what's the difference between the regular blue Magic Koopas and the red ones? I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've heard like different people say different things about the official Metroid 2 remake as Samus Returns and then AM2R. Well, you could jump on those. Maybe I'm just thinking of 3 and they never were solid on here. This remix always makes going through the castles worthwhile. Okay, so now who's the boss? Oh. Is that, Lemmy? I get him mixed up with... Pretty sure it's Lemmy. Can I just... Yes! But yeah, I've heard a lot of things. I've heard some criticisms of Samus Returns, and I've heard a lot of people praising AM2R. I've heard some do different things better than the others. Okay, so this is the Ice World. Ice and lava. It's kind of like the, can't remember the name of the galaxy in Super Mario Galaxy. Shiverburn? I can't remember what it's called. So I guess this is kind of like that. I'll do the first level of this, and then I think I'm gonna have to wrap the stream up because, I've got things I have to do. Okay, here's more. I guess it's just all gonna be Kirby music. It's whatever, I can't complain. It always works. I like Kirby music in snowy levels. And I cannot jump off of that, and I know the game wants me to. Or does it? Doesn't seem like there's anything here. Man, I'm so worried about Metroid Prime 4. Because we still don't know anything about it. I remember the good old days. Okay, I'm not bothering with that anymore. Maybe I need a P-switch. Maybe I shouldn't have... Oh, it just killed itself. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten those arrow coins. Maybe there's going to be a P-switch. But the aesthetics here... The sky gradient makes me think of, like, 90s PC... computer games in general, I guess I should say. Okay. That was a lot more slippery than I thought it would be. But yeah, music here helps set the mood. It's really nice. Kind of wish there was some, the Mega Man games have some really good snow level music too. Beat the Kirby game. Was it because they bore you, or that you just got, that you just, or just that you couldn't do it? Or because you just haven't played enough? There we go. It's usually best to just wait for him to commit suicide. Okay. Okay, oh, man, this... That's definitely... what? Well... Hold on, on, give me 1 second. Okay. I was just checking. My dad's TV is kind of loud. Checking my recording. Really my recording, but I was checking my OBS to see if it's picking anything up, and it's not. So that's good. Yeah, I know about how, M2R had, the whole scan visor and stuff from the Prime games, I think. Ah! Oh, yeah. Remember I was really into Kirby. Wait, why? There's something funky going on with the shellless Koopa Troopas in this hack. I've had so many times I jump on them while they're down, and that's supposed to kill them, but I keep getting killed by them when they... I don't know what the deal is. That's so weird. It's kind of frustrating. I've died a lot because of that. Alright, now he's dead. Yeah, the Kirby bosses can. Especially, like, the final ones, if you don't have, like, the right, Okay, come on, how do I... Okay, did it kill itself? Looks like it. Like, some of the final bosses can be challenging, especially if you don't have, like, the right ability. Oh! This is Hammer Brother hell. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get a cape. Yeah, and there's no secret exit. So I'm just gonna go and get Feather, and then I'm just gonna rush through that level. JoJo reference. I knew you were going to ask that. I asked that earlier. I liked JoJo before, I liked JoJo before it became cool to make JoJo references. I remember when that became a big thing and annoyed everyone. My sister is actually the one that got me into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's something I've been aware of for years. I've heard about the franchise for, geez, as long as I've known about anime. Really, like the early 2000s. Of course, I never really... Oh, I never... Oh, I wasted all of that! Holy... Oh, man, that was... Oh, wait, what's up here? What's up? If I checked... Oh, God. Yes, okay. Okay, come on. Let me just... Run! Oh, holy crap. If I hadn't spin jumped, that... Have you seen Oh, yeah, you have. You have seen Fist of the North Star. I remember us talking about that in, high school, didn't we? I love Fist of the North Star. Yeah, my sister was basically talking to me when she showed it to me about how, like, JoJo basically starts as, like, this weird parody of Fist of the North Star. And that's basically really is kind of how... kind of how it is. The art style looks a lot like it at the beginning, too. before Araki finds his own aesthetic, which doesn't really come into its own until around like part 4. That's what I've seen and heard. The only Fist of the North Star game I've ever really put any time into was the old mid-2000s fighting game. That was really nice. That was back when they had most of the original voice cast before they replaced them in the OVAs in the mid to late 2000s. Akira Kamiya as Kenshiro. Okay, I don't know what this wants me to do. I don't know if it's just a cute thing. Yeah, there's nothing there. And there's no secret. I'm just gonna run through because I'm sick of dying. I'm not getting that. I want this. I want this. Come on, go. Ooh. Come on. Oh, man. Oh. See, the cape. Oh. Finally made the checkpoint. Holy crap. This is getting my heart rate up. Oh. See, like, now I'm destroying projectiles. I'm killing all of the enemies. I hate this thing. I hate this thing so big. You can destroy the hammers too. What? I thought I killed that one. Is there anything anywhere? I doubt it. Oh, no, come on, be the end. Yes! It really is. If I didn't have the cape, I'd probably still be stuck 2 worlds behind. Yeah, and so still talking about JoJo and I here struggling to beat it. I'll try this level too. Oh. And there I go again. I like part 2 a lot. Part 3 was always really popular. I like part 3 a lot. Part 2 is pretty darn funny though. And some of the most popular quotes. This music, I know it. I swear, man, I hear so much music in this. Why do I keep doing this? I wonder if Alfred regrets getting... That's just what I called him. That was what I called him in my French class, Hyper Dream Virus. I always called him Alfred. He's always going to be Alfred to me. Wonder if he regrets that name now. Regrets using Hyper Dream Virus retroactively. Man, I've never... Come on, let me... Mega Man Battle Network. I have actually never played those games. I played a little bit of the first one just to see what it was like, but it was always one of those things I put on my my back burner. My backlog. This music, I know I've heard it, but I can't remember what it is. Yeah, speaking of random encounters, Breath of Fire 2, I love that game, but the random encounter rate in that, in the original at least, I don't know if they changed it to the Game Boy Advance version, but it was so high. Felt like every other step you were encountering an enemy. Can I make it? Go! Oh, couldn't make it, man. This is starting to really heat up in more ways than one. Toho Mega Man Battle Network fan game? Oh, no, I've heard it all. I've never heard of that. I guess there's a Toho for everyone. I've never played a Toho game. Why'd they freeze you? I've never played a Toho game. I've just heard about Toho because it's just one of those things that just comes up every once in a while in my life. The only thing I know about Toho is that it's bullet hell. Oh, I want to beat this level. I'll have to look into that then. You should say it's good. I know the Star Force games on the DS basically killed that whole gameplay, that whole sub-series of Battle Network style gameplay. I don't know if it was because they were terrible or if people were burnt out on 6 Battle Network games and then 3 Star Force games, and then they started doing the Pokemon thing with the 2 versions. That's kind of when Mega Man just fizzled out in general, probably just due to oversaturation. We made fun of for wearing a Wario hat. Wario's cool, though. If I had a Wario hat when I was in school, I would have worn it. Oh, it reminds me. That reminds me. When I was really young, when I was like just 8 or 9, I think, I had my own handmade Mario Halloween costume. And I had an aunt who made a Mario hat for me. That brings back memories. I'd forgotten all about that, and I just remembered that. Yeah. That's why I've got my username. Man, the Wario Land games are so good. I love them so much. I remember I was playing Wario Land 2 and 3 for the upteenth time when I had my Raspberry Pi. I've still got it, but I've replaced it with my PC. But I was playing those for like the upteenth time. Still had a great time. And I was having like this like shoulder pain. It was probably yeah, what is that? I never like went to the doctor, so I don't have any insurance. But I can't remember what this condition's called. What is wrong with me? Whatever got my cape. But it was hurting, and I was basically just very sore. Oh. Oh. Way to waste. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, kill that. Go, 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 go! There we go. Tendinitis, I think that's what I had. Because it was just sharp pain in my shoulder. But anyway, I was basically almost bedridden. My arm was very sore. I probably pulled a muscle or something. And I basically just played through Wario Land 2 and 3. Those were good times. I'm not even going to try to guess this music anymore because I just cannot remember. Thought I was going to stop on this world, but I'm having a lot of fun. That looks almost like a smiley. I remember when smileys were called smileys before they just all became called emojis. Fire can't be taken out by the shell. Waluigi! Now I'm just now getting to the chat. Come on. Oh. Yeah, but there's no Waluigi games, so... This gives you a feather right from the beginning, and I need that. Oh yeah, I don't know how I forgot that. Oh no! Pokemon Dark Cave. I know this. I know this. Oh, it's the, that's the, Majora's Mask. I remember now. That one there, that's the, Stone Tower. See if I've missed anything here. Wait, I just went right back. Yeah, Stone Tower. It's been a while since I've played Majora's Mask. I love that game. But yeah, and the Wario games, I love Wario Land 2 and 3. I love all the different routes in 2. I wasted that! I shouldn't have done that! I shouldn't have done that! I wasted that! I wasted my feather! I keep dying in stupid ways! I guess that's for the norm at this point. It's par for the course. And now I'm not at the beginning, so I don't get my feather. I just gotta run for it. Come on! Oh, man. This guy has all his Kirby and Pokemon middies. Ocarina of Time on 3DS. I like it a lot as a remake. I like the higher poly models. The only thing I'm not really a big fan of is just the lighting. Oh, it just makes things a little too colorful and cheery. I just love the atmosphere of the original. Really, just a mix of the two would be perfect, and I keep dying. I'm going back to get another feather. I need to do that. Because I can't focus. On MGS2, you talking Metal Gear Solid 2? Oh, I need to go back. And speaking of that, I love the Metal Gear Solid games. Gonna have to play those at some point too, again, on stream. Okay, after all this backtracking, I probably could have gotten something cool from here, but I don't know where that secret exit is. Ocarina of Time Zor. I don't know what you're talking about. I know the I know how they botched the Zora swimming in the Majora's Mask 3DS remake. I feel like something's going over my head here. I don't care. I'm making it through. I'm making it through. I don't care. Just run. Oh no! I keep wasting my feathers. Oh, Shiver Burn. Yeah, that is. I'm so stupid. That's like the name of that galaxy, I'm pretty sure, and I was trying to think of it, and I'm just not reading the text anymore. I was reading all the level titles. And then I stopped because I'm just focusing on trying to play the game right and failing miserably. Imagine if this was like an old NES game with limited continues. It's like, yeah, you could die and make as much progress as you want, and you could save, but then once you get too many game overs, you gotta start from the beginning of the game again. If I did that, I would have to use save states. And here I have to go back to my crutch. That's basically what it is. That's basically what the feather is. It's just a crutch for me. That's all. Okay, get this. Use it. I'm only going for one because I'm sure it's going to set me back to the beginning of the level. And then I can just pick it up from there. Save a little bit of time. And just run. That'll probably be the last level I do because I've been wasting a ton of time. Now. So this is all basically like Shiverburn World instead of like a galaxy. Of course, the galaxy in the Super Mario Galaxy games weren't really much of... Oh, you can start from the checkpoint. It saves that. I didn't realize that. Okay, just try to make it through. Spin jump is not gonna help if I don't do it right. There, got that. Okay, good. Now I can go over. The end! I made it! I know this background is from Super Mario 3 on All-Stars, but I don't remember that red glowing effect on the sky. It doesn't look like there are that many levels. It's getting kind of late. I think we're gonna have to wrap it up. Okay. I appreciate you all for hanging out. And, for watching the stream. And, you, Hyper Dream Virus, Alfred, if you have Discord or any other way of us keeping in touch, I'd appreciate if you'd leave that maybe in one of my YouTube posts or something, wherever you feel comfortable with that. Or you could send me a private message. I have a Reddit account with the same username, MetalWario64. If you got that, you could PM me there or something. Because I know YouTube doesn't have the inbox anymore. That's how we used to keep in touch. But that'd be really nice for us to be able to talk about things like the good old days. And to you and everyone else, I appreciate you all watching, because it's always a lot more fun when I got people in the chat. And alright, awesome, thank you. And it's always nice to have people in the chat. It makes things a lot more fun, because I don't always have stuff to talk about. And that helps me to have slightly more interesting commentary. You know, hopefully at some point I'll be more comfortable with all of this, and it'll be a lot more fun. And I'm wondering about this hack. Is it just going to be 8 worlds, or is there going to be a special world? I think there's only like 90-something exits. I can't remember. So we'll see. But I appreciate you all. That's good. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that, Kakuin. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for sticking around, and I appreciate you joining the chat, you know, because I've been gone for a while. Things have happened, and I want to try to get back to this. It's a lot of fun, and I'll see you all later.